It might be difficult to find a way to settle down when our lives are so busy and full of distractions and stress. Imagine instead if I told you that cultivating a deep feeling of present might be as easy as focusing on your breath. In this video, we'll delve into the life-altering benefits of breath awareness, a technique that helps you tune into the here and now and develop an inner wisdom. You will learn not only the advantages of this method, but also how to incorporate it into your daily life as we delve into its complexities. I can assure you that this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to further your mindfulness practice. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you want to be a part of a community that believes in savoring every moment. Therefore, the simplest and most obvious method is to simply pay attention to your breathing. Take your breathing as an example. You probably weren't paying attention to your breath until I just said that, unless you were previously familiar with this wonderful exercise. Your focus immediately went to your breathing as I uttered those words, and you can almost feel the air entering and leaving your body. As it moves in and out, you pay close attention to it. To be fully present, it is the easiest and most straightforward way to do it. Someone named the Buddha mentioned this idea almost 2 millennia ago, so I'm not the first to think of it. Anapanasati, meaning the practice of the in and out breath, was its name. Now breathe in and out. You just might not notice it most of the time. An intriguing thing happens when you focus on your breathing. You become acutely aware of your breath, and your thoughts either diminish or vanish entirely. When you're in the midst of mental anguish, which affects a lot of people, and you don't realize it, you can mistake the pain you're experiencing for the stresses of everyday life. No matter how horrible, confusing, or upsetting their real-life situation is, this story keeps going on, and you start to believe it's your own life, unaware that it's just a story in your head. A basic yet widespread mistake is to mistake your internal story for reality. That wasn't something you learned in high school or college. Remember that your life is constantly happening right now, and not some imagined story you've created in your head. You can't let the story of your past or future dictate your present. While that story may have a practical function, it doesn't define who you are. Being fully present in this very second is where your authentic self-identity is born. Right now is powerful. Keep your breath in mind. There are meditation techniques that provide a methodical approach to breathing, so you don't even need to be conscious of it. For meditation, it's good to do whatever helps you relax, such as changing the length of your breath or counting your breaths. You don't even need to say, "Okay, I'm going to meditate now." The easiest part is that it doesn't matter where you are. Okay, I'll admit that I occasionally poke fun at meditation, even though I really enjoy it. All right, I think it's time to meditate for 10 minutes, you might declare. Instead, pay attention to your breathing whenever you get a moment, no matter where you are. It makes one feel more open within. Being mindful of your breathing makes it difficult to think clearly. Whether you already know this or are just hearing it for the first time, the vast majority of thought is detrimental and unnecessary. A plethora of pseudo-problems are spawned by it. The mind may fool you into thinking it is fixing your problems, when in reality, it is just repeating old stories. The deliberate utilization of mental energy does exist. When someone is behind it, your thinking becomes better. Therefore, when you face a genuine challenge in your life, tackle it with both your rational mind and the feeling of thought. You can consistently detach from thinking and enter a state of stillness. If you choose to use your breath as a gateway, that works too. Keep your breath in mind. To begin, let's look at the issues. Because I'm so retro, the first thing I do when I have an idea is to get out a notebook and pen. When faced with a circumstance that requires me to consider my options, I find it helpful to jot down potential solutions. Hey, I bet you and other modern people utilize some kind of technology to jot down questions, such, "What can I do to solve this?" Because a lot of the things that pop into your head aren't problems at all, they're just made up. We need to take action if there is a real problem. I don't know what to do. Jot down this, that, and this, until you're at a loss for words. Now is the moment to calm down. Keep your breath in mind. It is not essential to close your eyes in order to focus on your breathing. In fact, you can do so and yet be fully present in the here and now. You can close your eyes and concentrate on your breath more profoundly if you like. My point is that you can change your life with just one deliberate breath. Could you perhaps clarify what I mean by one conscious breath? If you plan on taking it multiple times during the day, it's just a single deliberate breath, in and out. When will that be finished? Possibly, I should just wait and see. That was it. In and out, maybe 10 seconds, because I'm doing it continuously. A single deliberate breath is all that's needed. Just what is it? It interrupts your train of thought, causing you to become silent. From beneath all the thoughts, a presence emerges that has always been there. Rather than being something you have to work for or get, presence is something you just have to find. For this reason, "You're already enlightened" is a common phrase in certain faiths. After that, they ask, "What on earth are you talking about?" "God, I'm in utter chaos right now. Where can I find the light? Everything in my relationships is falling apart. Where can I find the light?" Well, a presence, a deeper awareness, lies behind all that din and emotional upheaval. Therefore, paying attention to your breath is the most basic exercise. Take a few moments during the day to focus on your breathing, even if it's just a single conscious breath. Consider taking 2 or 3 deep breaths instead of just one. For maximum effect, try doing so while seated at your computer. All right, take a deep breath in, out, or simply notice that you're breathing. Pay close attention to that. There is absolutely no question that you are breathing. You are alive and well. So, simply pay attention to your breathing. You are not commanding your breathing. It is occurring to you. The majority of people, however, experience thinking in the same way. It just occurs to them. They aren't doing it because they can't manage their thoughts. Thinking occurs to them in the same manner that breathing does, because they lack consciousness. However, this isn't necessary. Breathing is something that happens all the time. You are breathing because there is a part of you that wants to live. Your breath is a manifestation of its desire for you to remain in this incarnation. No matter how down in the dumps you feel, ceasing your breathing won't end your life. I don't think you can. However, no one has ever committed suicide by refusing to breathe. There is a part of you that would prefer that your incarnation terminate on its own terms rather than via suicide. Suicide is only desired by those who are deeply confused. Therefore, communicate with the part of you that is hesitant to commit. This is not a sad thing. Neither the presence nor the awareness is unhappy. Therefore, paying attention to your breathing is the most basic exercise. That can pave the way for the next practice, and they're really related. Being in tune with your body's subtle energy field is the second technique. Breathing is a natural way to establish a connection to your body's subtle energy field. If you find that you're naturally breathing as deeply as your belly button, then you're breathing into it correctly. Put no effort into it. it will happen on its own. As you inhale and exhale, your awareness travels with the breath all the way to your belly button. Even if the air won't likely go there, your focus will follow your breath. From that point on, you can feel a field of energy within you, permeating every part of your being. Inner body awareness is what I call it. That's another old method of calming the mind. Vipassana, or going back, is the more organized practice, and it was likely taught by both the Buddha and Jesus. The only parts of his teachings that have survived are those in which he discusses the idea that your entire being can be illuminated. That is the subject of his discourse. Therefore, being attuned to one's breath and one's inner body go hand in hand. Intentional breathing can lead to a merging of breath awareness with the body's subtle energy field. You are conscious of your breathing and the fact that life energy flows through your entire body. That is the brain that resides within you. It goes beyond your identity and makes you feel incredibly alive, but not in a racing, anxious kind of way. Hence, one can practice both breath awareness and inner body awareness simultaneously. Our look into breath awareness comes to an end, but before we go, it's important to understand that it's more than just a method. It's a way of being fully present that may greatly improve your everyday life. Devoting even a short amount of time daily to this exercise can help you gain perspective, calm your nerves, and feel more alive. Thus, why not start right away? Please like, share, and comment now below to show your dedication to practicing mindfulness in your life. If you thought this video was helpful, it could be a reminder to be present for someone else. If you want to learn more about embracing the amazing experience that is happening right now and living in the present moment, be sure to subscribe to our channel.